What's going on, everyone? Dylan here with Plates and Profits, and one of my Alibaba orders arrived. This video is going to be a quick unboxing process, and I'm going to be sharing some of my general first impressions. Some are good, some not so great. Stick around. In about 2 weeks, I'll be posting a full review of these dumbbells, hopefully. What's up, everyone? My name's Dylan. This is Plates and Profits, where I help you build your home gym for less. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't know what order I'm talking about, feel free to watch that video right here. Let's go ahead and dive into today's unboxing video. Waiting for boxes from Alibaba reminds me of ordering stuff when I was in middle school, how you just don't know when it's gonna arrive. Is it gonna be 2 weeks? Is it gonna be 3? You never know. But if these were the boxes I received, so I brought them in, started opening them up. They're really packaged pretty concisely and nice. You don't think things are going to be moving around and you feel pretty secure there. Pull out the stand. There is some plastic on this stand, but that's just the case with a lot of adjustable dumbbells. I was a little hesitant on the white. I know I mentioned in my video I was, concerned that I wasn't going to like it, but I think it actually looks pretty clean. Now, a little pro tip, if you decide to order some of these, as you're unboxing them, just know that there is a specific plate that you're supposed to put at the very end. If you don't put the right plate at the very end, you're gonna have problems with plates falling off. I've seen a few reviews where I've noticed that the end plate is not in the correct spot. It's pretty easy to tell if the plate's not in the right spot. Just look to the right here. I'm gonna put some videos that show you exactly how to do it. So make sure you're setting it up correctly, but once you do that, it's pretty seamless putting all of these weights in. One other thing to be aware of is it's kind of tempting sometimes to put them in upside down because they fit correctly, but you'll notice at the top it just doesn't look exactly how it's supposed to. But I guess if you've never had a set, then you might not know exactly what you should be looking for. So just make sure that everything's lined up like this. There's no divots along the top. All in all, this process took me about 10 minutes to unbox everything, get it all set up. Went ahead and finished setting this up. This is the dumbbell in all its glory here. This is kind of me cycling through here, going through. You can see it goes up in 5-pound increments, and we go all the way up to 100. Now, a few things I can say definitively right off the bat. Isn't that cool? 100 pounds. The knurling feels a lot better than the previous Alibaba dumbbells I ordered. Just a much more aggressive knurling than it was. Definitely not as aggressive as those Rep Times Pepin, but there's definitely a little bit of bite on here, which I like, especially with heavier dumbbells. One thing I would note, just general first impressions, I'm not sure how I will feel about this later on, but the adjustment mechanism just doesn't feel as smooth as the other one. I don't know what it is, the sound of it, it just doesn't feel as smooth. It's not bad, and we'll see. This is initial impressions. And if you'll notice here, there's one missing. So one big thing with this order is I am currently missing one of the dumbbells. So I received 7 total boxes is what I was supposed to receive. I received 6 of those 7. And unfortunately, one of the ones that is missing is the one you saw me unbox with the dumbbell handle. That's the one I'm missing. It's a bummer that it's not just some of the extra plates, and it was a full dumbbell handle that I'm missing. Well, I'm currently in communication with the supplier, chatting about, what can be done to make sure I get that dumbbell handle. They're checking with their FedEx contact in the United States, seeing what's going on, but hopefully I hear back about that soon, and it's an easy issue to resolve, and I'll have that dumbbell in no time. Just initial impressions though, other than of course not receiving a dumbbell, which is a pretty big issue, is the dumbbells themselves feel awesome. This is exactly what I was looking for, 5-pound increments going up to 100 pounds. They also feel a lot more compact than the last set of Alibaba dumbbells I ordered. I don't know what the material feels a little denser, heavier. It could also be because it's in 5-pound increments. There's less dumbbell plates, although it's probably not that much of a discrepancy to make up for how much more compact they feel. If I get the other dumbbell in, I'm gonna be really excited to test these out in some actual workouts. I mentioned the last stand that I set up was ridiculous to set up. This stand was quite a bit easier. Here's the instructions though. Talk about bare bones instructions, very difficult to figure it out. Some of the pieces that you'd think would be together weren't actually included in the same spot. So I'm thinking like these pieces must go for this, but they were actually in a different bag. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but kind of tedious to set up, but actually way easier than the first stand I got. That first stand, I about lost my mind. This one took me probably 20 minutes to set up. The other one took me an hour. Another disappointing aspect to this order is we got our mag grip handles in. And they are awesome. At least the ones that work are awesome. Now how these function, there's a little pull pin here. You pull up and then you can twist it and these rotate. It's really cool. I'm excited to do rows where I'm pulling and then rotating in. I just think that's gonna feel awesome on the back. So I was really excited for that. And namely, I was really excited for the longest one. These came with 6 handles, and unfortunately 2 of the handles are having issues where I've actually got the piece right here, where in order to pull up here, it's not adjusting, which makes it so it can't actually go through the motions that you need it to. Kind of a bummer. The supplier did say they would send me replacement parts, but I mean, if it's gonna take another month and a half to ship, that's a bummer. Hopefully my dumbbell handle isn't also over there. So these are just my first off unboxing impressions. Now I wish I could say I was really satisfied, but because of some of the issues that I'm going through, I'm not super satisfied at the moment, but the product itself does seem great once I get it. Be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all of these updates I'm gonna be having. Hopefully in about 2 weeks here, I'll be able to do a full review and breakdown. Let's cross our fingers that that dumbbell handle is just in there, California. That's where they all came from. In California, just waiting to be shipped. And they're like, first thing Monday, we're shipping it. It'll be to you on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. If that's the case, in about 2 weeks, probably about the 1st of May. Are we already in May? That is wild. Roughly first week of May or last week of April, I'll be posting kind of 2 weeks of use with these dumbbells. Pray for me. And I'll also be giving some updates on the handles if I think those are worth it or if it's kind of gimmicky. We'll see. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Pray for me. Give some thoughts and prayers in the comments that I do end up receiving these dumbbells. Thank you guys so much for watching. This coming Thursday is actually going to be a review of my functional trainer, the Dane by Fringe Sport. I've had this for 18 months, so it's going to be an 18-month review. And if I think a functional trainer is right for you in your home gym, so please subscribe and I will see y'all this Thursday. Peace.